I'm joined by Sales and Marketing Director of High Tech, John Green. Hello, John.
Good morning.
Now, first off, tell us a little bit about the company. What do High Tech do?
High Tech Windows have been installing windows, doors and conservatories in the Gloucestershire area for the last 29 years, and we're very proud to boast now over 40,000 hopefully satisfied customers. What we found over the last few years is that people have been looking for something a little bit more than a conservatory, something with a bit more of a substantial design. There's an awful lot of choice, and we do offer a free design service for people to help them along this road. Obviously, you can design it with your own purpose in mind, because the conservatory is one that you can use for 12 months of the year for any purpose really, whether it be for a lounge, a living room, a study, or just a room for the kids to play.
I think for a lot of people it's making sure it's within keeping of the house itself, isn't it?
Yes, well this is why you try to match everything up. On the outside everything would be matched to the property so that it seamlessly blends into the property.
I think this is what makes it a very big selling point as well, that it's everything under one roof for peace of mind for customers.
Well, this is what we like to impress to our customers, that once they've made the decision to choose High Tech Windows to build their living room, then all they need to do is to sit back and put their feet up and watch from start to finish to the completed article. And
they can have as much or as little input as they want, because obviously you have the expertise and some of them have the ideas.
Yeah, that's what we think we're good at, is turning a customer's ideas into reality.
Now, obviously we did speak to one of your customers, Adam,
right.
And we are going to go and have a look at his conservatory that he's had built, and it was a very smooth process, and one of the things he did pick up on was how easy it was to work with you guys. Everything under one roof, very quick, very efficient, and it looked absolutely stunning. And something we did speak to him about was climate control and how energy efficient these are as well.
Yeah. The living room still has a traditional glass roof, but it's a high specification glass roof which stops the sun coming in the summertime, but keeps the heat in the winter time, so they become very thermally efficient buildings.
What would you say is the key elements to this? What is the key selling points to people thinking about having one of these built?
The key selling points to this are the design element right in the first place, is that you sit down with an expert, tell him your ideas, and between the two of you come up with a really good idea. Have a look at it on a drawing first, before you commit to paper, before you commit to having it built. Was
there anything particular about Adam's requirements that stood out to you?
Oh, absolutely. Adam had some very particular ideas on his living room. Adam lives in a beautiful period property, and he had some lovely views at the back of the property, and he was very, very keen to invite those views into his new living room.
It must be very rewarding to see how happy somebody is for the end product.
Oh, absolutely, yes. There's a lot of work that goes into these, from the design stage right through the installation, but the proudest moment for us is to see the look on the customer's face once it's all finished.
Well, you were definitely successful on this occasion. John, thank you very much for talking to us.
It's been my pleasure.
We're here to meet the owner of this stunning 1920s Victorian property, which has just had a brand new Ultraframe orangery fitted. Let's go take a look. Adam, well, first off, thank you very much for inviting us into your beautiful home.
It's a pleasure.
Now, you might think that we're actually stood in your dining room, but you would be wrong. This is your new orangery.
Yeah, we built the orangery because it gives us a living space attached to the kitchen. We wanted a space that gave us the advantage of having views, but also is practical, so we can have it as a dining room, and we also have a settee that gives us it as a small living room, which we use daily.
And how much influence did High Tech have on the design, or did that all come from you?
We chose the design, and High Tech basically put it all together for us. So they then came and did all the construction work. So they sent their guys out to put the foundations in and the brickwork, and they supply the windows. So they control all the build all the way through. So it's all High Tech's own builders. So they're not subbing it out. You know who's coming, and they give you a plan of how they operate. So from that point of view, it is really good, because we are both very busy. And I would have loved to build it, but didn't have the time. High Tech gave me the good option to say, well, okay, well, let's get them in and get them to build it for us. And we're really happy with the results that they turned out.
And how realistic was the cost from start to finish?
Well, when we knew what we wanted, I did look at it, sort of costing up to build myself, or do we get them in? The trouble with building it yourself, you've also got to get your builders, your glazers, people to do the floor, and it's controlling it all.
You start seeing your budget go through the roof, extra hidden costs.
Yeah, and I sort of budgeted both, and between the two, between getting high tech in to come and do the build and what I could do it myself, was a very small amount. But the beauty was when high tech do the build, they control how it all comes together, so you don't end up with just foundations for 4 weeks and then nothing else happens. Yeah. They followed through, so the walls went up, the windows came in, the roof came in, and it all sort of followed one after another. So the build was 4 weeks.
And the cost didn't go up.
And the cost didn't go up.
Fixed price.
It was a fixed price cost, whereas if I'd built it myself and got subcontractors in, who knows. So the ideal thing for us was to get high tech in to come and do the build from ground, from foundations straight through. So they did dig your trenches and concreted all the way through, which is great. Saved me a lot less stress than I would have if I'd done it myself.
Well, you certainly seem very happy with the end product.
Yeah, we are very happy with the end product.